Hello, beautiful ladies. I am Bev Boone. I am an artist 6 with Saint, and I am so excited that I get to be here with you all today and show you one of the new eye looks. So I'm getting to feature the sun. So next week on Tuesday, Saint is going to be rolling out with these amazing new eyeshadows that were in the Advent calendar, but now they're coming out. They're bringing out 12 right now and possibly the other 12 later in the year. And these shades are all Christmas names, but on the 20th, when they roll them out, they are going to be announcing what the new names are. So right now they're nameless to me. So I'm going to be using this pretty pink, this pretty peach, this burgundy, and then this really dark plummy brown kind of a shade to create this eye look. So normally when I do mine, I like to use 3 or at least 2 matte shades. Now I'm 57, so my eye look is going to be a little bit different than what some of you young beauties might do. And you know, there's rules that as you age, you shouldn't use shimmers, which I think is, you know, hogwash, other than placement. Now there's other ladies out there who aren't going to agree with me even on that. They actually don't mind using shimmers on their hood. So I have hooded eyes. If you look at this eye, because it's not done, you can see when I'm looking straight ahead, there's very little of my lid that you actually see, which means that this is the hood area. And as we age, they recede. Actually, not even necessarily always from aging. Sometimes it happens anyway. So just identify your own if your eyes are hooded. So I am taking our amazing eyeshadow brush. I'm just gently tapping into this pinky color. For me, I'm kind of strategic, and I guess it's because of my own eye shape on how I like to play, but your artist and several artists, you know, or Saint as a whole has several ways that we can give you graphics that you can actually apply your shades. So I'm just going to teach you mine because that's what I do. So I like to kind of come under the highest part of my arch. So the arch of my eyebrow is right here. So I'm strategic. I like to come under. I can keep my eye open even to do it and swish, swish, swish. I'm trying to get the majority of the color off right there. If you look at this eye, the reason I'm doing it is because I'm trying to create a lifted eye. So I feel like when I put the majority of my color here, I'm actually gearing it to look upwards. So there's no color in this area. I actually can go back in and clean up with my highlighter afterward and put it there. So I'm going to close my eye now because I'm going to just give this a little wash all over, putting the majority there, swish, swish, windshield washer back and forth, then kind of on an angle coming down and then filling that in. Now I did prime my eyes in the beginning with my brightener highlight. If you have an eyeshadow primer that you like to use, go right ahead and use it as well. It doesn't really matter, but I use my shade called Linen, and I will use that to clean up at the end as well. So again, going back in to make sure that I've got lots of color up on that hood area so you can see it, and then just a light wash everywhere else. So next up, I'm going to go into this pretty plum burgundy, I guess, color that I think was called pomegranate, but I don't know what it's going to be called now. So next up, I'm going to come under the brow, same area. I'm starting with the majority of my color right there, and I just got the littlest bit on the tip of the brush, if you can see that. So I'm just going to kind of swish, swish in that area to get the majority of that out, and then I'm going to lightly windshield wash that over, and I'm going to bring it slightly up onto my hood so that it actually makes your hood, and you can do that with your eye open, it takes it from looking like it's sitting on your lid, if you will, to making, you know, making it really sit nicely and open that eye and make your hood not look as hooded, because you're actually seeing the shades. So I'm going really light with this color because it's summertime right now. I just feel like and it's daytime where I am right now. I don't want it to necessarily be really dark, and some of these shades are, but the other ones that come with it are really, really light. So I'm gonna just kind of tap that or blend that kind of around. Remember, I'm looking to keep that area up here nice and bright. So then I'm going to come in with I used our beautiful eyeshadow brush. Now I'm going to come in with our smudge brush. I could actually use the other end of the eyeshadow brush for this part too, but I'm going to save that and use it for my Glamazing. So now I'm going to take some of this brownie plummy color, and again, it's dark, it's daytime, I'm not wanting this to be really heavy, but I'm taking that, I'm going to place it kind of right in that outer corner of my eye. Now my eyes are, you know, older and wrinkled, so sometimes to make sure I'm getting right in there, I'll just kind of hold that down a little bit. If you need to do that, you go right ahead. I'm making sure though that I'm staying between my brow and the corner of my eye. And again, this is my teaching technique. This is what looks best on my eye shape, and I like it. So you do and play with these colors however you feel. There are other looks out there. Don't be shy. Have fun with these colors. So next up, you can see so far, so I just kind of blended that out. I will come back in with another brush and blend some more. So I did kind of bring it up into my crease, but I'm not going right over because I'm wanting that other shade to stand out as well. So now I'm going to take the smaller end of the same smudge brush. I'm going to come into this pretty little peach color. And I don't know about you guys, but pink and peach or pink and orange are really pretty together in the summertime. Normally for me, when I'm doing an eye look, I would love to have a shimmer and put on this as well. So I am going to take one of our illuminators and just kind of really splash this up a bit. But I'm taking that peachy color and I'm putting it on my inner corner. So then I've got all four. So I've got the pinky, I've got right in the crease with that plummy color, I've got the dark brownie, or sorry, the burgundy, and then the dark brown plummy color, and then I've got the orange there. So you can see that it looks, you know, like it's coming together, but I'm going to take my shadow brush. Now I am careful. I want to make sure that I'm blending down and not going right up to my brow, and blending in this way or in this way so that all the colors kind of mesh together nicely. And I don't want to over blend from my hood. I want to make sure I'm keeping that good. So there you have the blended look. Then I'm going to grab some of my Glamazing, which is an illuminator that I actually used on my cheeks as well. So it could go here. Again, because of my age, I don't want to do a lot. So I use my cream illuminator down my nose, on my lip, and then I use, usually, sometimes I'll use the cream on my cheeks too, but I'll use something like this guy on my cheeks just to get a little bit more pop. But I love it to take the small end of my brush and actually pull it right here in the corner of my eye, and I'm going to pull it across into that orange a little bit, and also just underneath a little bit. Then I'm going to go back to my shades. So I am going to take an eyeshadow color that we have called Salem. We also have a Black Friday eyeliner. We have a contour color called Cola that works, but my favorite is Salem eyeshadow. And I take this amazing line brush that we have that has hair-like strokes. If you don't have this brush, you guys, you don't know what you're missing. Because when I started, I thought, oh, I don't need that. I got lots of spoolie brushes. And then I ordered it, and it is game changer. In fact, I have two. And I use this one for my eyebrows because I keep it with a brown that I did my brows just before I came on for simplicity and to keep this video short. But I keep this one for black for my eyeliner. So I like to take a little bit on the side of this line brush, kind of just hold my eye tight, and just kind of, I come about 3/4 of the way. I don't necessarily want to look really heavily lined. If I were going out in the nighttime, or you want more of a cat eye look or something, you can for sure do that. I do kind of tip it up a little bit, but really I want to keep this nice and airy, and you know, I want you to notice the eyeshadows and have those make the pop. So then I'm going to take some of this darker burgundy, plum brown, whatever, not the burgundy, the other one that has no name. And I'm going to do what we call a halo. So I'm putting this right in my lash line, right under, over to kind of where so again, about 3/4 of the way. You can kind of tie it in because this is the same color that's there. I personally try not to go out too far. You can kind of blend it out with the other end if you need, you know, whatever. But that just kind of gives you the look of an eyeliner without actually using eyeliner. And then to clean up, I take a little bit of my contour, my brightener, sorry, not contour, my highlight, my brightener highlight shade. And I just kind of tap it out there. And I always refer to this as an eye lift for 20 bucks, 14 bucks in the US. How much better could it be? And I like to take a little bit of that and just kind of clean up, and I keep it in this direction. So I'm lifting my eye with that. And sometimes I would even take that same highlight and use it as a brow bone, or an eyeshadow color that we have called Cupcake, which is what I'm using right now because it's what I did on the other side. And I'm just going to kind of pull in here just ever so slightly and kind of just clean up. And it just makes that pop. Now, just to show you, because you're liable to do the same thing that I sometimes do, and that is if I throw my line off from where I did the hood, I'll just take this brush back up and come in and just make sure that I'm keeping that nice and lifted. And you can see it doesn't look like I've focused here, but I have. And what that does is, without you even realizing it, it just kind of gives you that upward lift. So I love it personally, hope you do too. Then I'm gonna finish it off like every look. Needs some mascara. This one is a Maybelline Sky High. It's not anything expensive. It's kind of popular right now though. It seems like it's sold out a lot of places because it's new. I like to focus on the outer lashes when I'm putting on my mascara so that you're really able to play up, especially if you were doing with a cat eye look. And then as well, not as thick over on the inner corner. And the same thing with the bottom lashes. I like to get them all, coat them, but I don't necessarily need to go as thick. I like to focus on that outer corner, and you might want to do a couple of coats. But to just show you the finished look and how nice and easy this can be and how beautiful these new shadows are. I'm excited for next Tuesday for them to be launched, you guys. They're going to be coming out in a beautiful new compact called Malibu. I'm sure you've probably seen a preview post, and if not, you will be. And they're going to be coming in 3 or 4 different collections. There are 12 shades in total. Mine are, going to be sold in one smaller kit. This is the Sun collection if you like this look. There's also a moon and an earth, and then there's also a compact with all 12 shades in a beautiful compact. They're bundled up with the eyeshadow brush. You can add on the smudge brush at a later time, or, now, and then the spoolie line brush. And honestly, these tools and any of our eyeshadow shades are amazing. So look forward to next Tuesday, you guys. Look for all those bundles, and we are looking forward to having some fun with all of you. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Let you have a look at that finished product. Have a great day.